Welcome back to Minneapolis high school basketball here on 910kna.com, as well as Eagle Communication Channel 8. And sorry we didn't have a coach's interview, but Coach Shoup did come up and talk to me and explain to me a little bit about what the situation was there. They have a C-team tournament going on in Marquette right now. So that takes away, he said he didn't have his filming crew because his filmer is Zach Allison, and Zach's playing in that tournament, I'm sure.
He's playing.
And then you take away your assistant coach because there's only 2 coaches this year, so you take both of them away, and you got a situation that you don't have any assistant coach, and so that's why he couldn't come up and talk to us. But Coach Shoup, a nice victory tonight for the Lions as we get ready for the ladies matchup, and on paper, I like what I'm seeing for the Lady Lions. A little bit of Coach Weatherman told us the other day, sounded like they have a hard time handling the pressure.
Kind of right up our alley, the way the girls have been so far with that full court pressure defense. So I'm sure Coach Weatherman's going to let them have it.
Yeah, and Victoria, the Victoria Knights, 2-5. Not sure. They had to have won one game here to get to this.
Yeah.
So 2-6. And it would have had to been the very first game. Oh, wow. They would have had to won their very first game knocking off Lacrosse. So that's interesting. So they may be a little bit better than I thought.
I hate to switch gears on you, Scott, but I talked to Coach Shoup there a little bit about the boys' game. We had him up here. We were in between changing tapes and getting ready for this matchup here, but he had mentioned a little bit about Yoxel coming off the bench, he thought Andrew even looked a little nervous, but thought, as smart a player as he is, he seems to be in the right spot at the right time. And the way Andrew rebounds and both ends of the court does a real good job.
Yeah, and that's exactly, and he even mentioned his 9 points made a huge difference.
Yeah, he said they needed that 9 points, and the way they defended the rest, I always wonder about, that third option, but gosh, the rest of the ball club was a third option tonight because they all scored.
Yeah, they did, and they did a nice job.
Well, the girls, I'm sure they're looking forward to this game, and you'd mentioned yesterday when the girls were playing Quivira Heights, pretty tough matchup, very well-coached team and quick team, fast team, up and down the floor, up-tempo. I thought we did a real good job in the second half coming back to make a contest out of it, but I think the girls are looking forward to this matchup here today with a chance to take away third-place medals.
Yeah,
Hardware.
exactly. Yeah, exactly. And I don't know. We didn't see Victoria play, but to knock off Halstead or Lacrosse, they must be fairly decent.
They must be able to put the ball in the hoop, and evidently, if they get hot, like any basketball team, you get hot and can put the ball in the hoop, you're going to be hard to beat.
Looking down the list of got some seniors on this team for Hoisington. Thought I maybe better get some pronunciations, but actually not too bad. Kistner, Hoffman, Carlin, Dome, Wassinger, Gagnon, Getz, Huser, Tolan, Rohr, Lang, and McCallanan is the only one I'm not real positive on. I could have butchered any of them, but the Lady Lions and the Hoisington Cardinals a couple minutes away from doing battle tonight.
Amber Buckles with some good minutes off the bench. Points for Coach Weatherman. And a little late start for her, but playing some good minutes off the bench, the senior. Buckles playing well. Has a pretty good shot from the outside, can hit the three and step in for the mid-range shot. And I'm pretty sure Coach Weatherman likes the offense that he gets. Looks like we'll start our normal bunch.
Yeah, and Lady Lions, first time in the tournament wearing their home white, so they will be the home team tonight as they will take on the Victoria Knights, a 5 seed and a 7 seed playing for third place.
I think they just introduced the free throw shooting champion as Shay Shoemaker.
Really? Ah, congratulations, Shay Shoemaker.
She medaled anyway. It looked nice and shiny, like either second or first.
Well, that is exciting. We'll not have to ask, hopefully ask Coach Weatherman about that. And the parents just walked by. I should ask them if they knew which medal she got. But nice job by Shay Shoemaker, regardless. So, good crowd on hand for the Minneapolis as well as Victoria Knights tonight. So, getting down the getting ready for the starting lineups for both squads. And starting out, as Mike Perry will have the call for the girls' game, and I'll do a little bit of color.
Carlin, a 5'6" junior, looks taller than 5'6", doesn't she?
Yes, she does. So she went and introduced herself to the assistant coach and shook the assistant coach's hand.
Gagnon is how they pronounced it. I don't know if that's right, but 5'7" junior for Victoria, so they're 5'6", 5'7".
Okay.
Upperclassman, number 21, will be Brittany Getz. For Minneapolis, we have Macy, Greg, Shoemaker, and they're starting Crossan.
Jason, yeah. JC has shown some real improvement, and
she has energy.
She does. She does. So JC Crossan getting her first start as that's.
And Kelsey Page.
Yeah, and Kelsey Page. So pretty exciting, and you know you're going to see Allie Steinbrock come off the bench pretty darn quick as well. So, and I missed.
Well, how do you pronounce that name there before we get started?
McCallanan, I think.
McCallanan.
That's where I'm gonna.
Okay.
I'm gonna call it McCallanan.
No one over. Getz is 5'9", so we match up well. Steinbrock. I'm sure this is going to help Coach Weatherman to be able to, on the back line, have 2 or 3 quality starters in there, and you do with Steinbrock, Crossan, and Shoemaker. Exactly. Kind of a 3-guard lineup. Shoemaker steps out to shoot from the outside or put the ball on the floor and get to the basket.
Yeah, exactly. As
Steinbrock has her warm-ups off, so hopefully she's not sick or an injury or anything, but we're ready for the tip-off here.
Victoria, 2 seniors, 3 juniors. Minneapolis, of course, 3 freshmen, a sophomore, and a junior. The Knights come away with the tip, and they will start this out.
Victoria steps right in front, and we take it away right away as the entry pass goes inside. Macy with the quick hands. Now looking inside, zone defense here by Victoria. And the reach in is
off of Victoria.
I thought it was off us, but he's either going to have to call the foul or it's going to give it to us. So he gave it to us. Page to play it in for Minneapolis. Out front to Macy. Zone defense here by Victoria. 2-3 zone. Similar to what we practiced against at times. Crossan, jump shot no good. Has it blocked, and she steps out of bounds. Turnover Minneapolis as J.C. Crossan gets a shot off, gets it blocked by Getz. And here comes the full court pressure by Minneapolis as predicted. They turn, we get it, we take it away.
And the foul, a big foul, wow.
Riley Gregg with the quick hands.
Number 23, Ashley Tolan, a 5'4" senior, took her down.
We play it in. Macy out front with the ball on the wing to Page. Looking inside. Dump down pass to Shoemaker. She's fouled.
Yeah, and Shay's back. I'm wondering, she's just held her back numerous times. It makes me wonder if she's got some back spasms or something.
Well, that one game, she caught an elbow in the side, and every now and then she gets tweaked a little bit on that side. Here's the free throw. It's good.
Well, she fights through the pain, though.
2-shot foul foul was on Carlin, looks like. First foul. That one rims off. Victoria pulls down the rebound. Up-tempo, they throw it away.
Turnover. Nice job by the Lady Lions as
Minneapolis does get back on defense, but Victoria with a ill-advised pass. They probably should have pulled that back out and reset the offense. Minneapolis on the move now. Macy. Bounce pass to Gregg. Looks at the three, passes it up. Back out front to Macy. Now we throw it in the corner. Gregg saves it.
Good hustle by Kylie Gregg, and then it's tipped out of bounds. Kylie Gregg with great hustle there, Mike.
What a rescue as the ball was headed out of bounds. Jumps midair, throws it back into Shoemaker. She is fouled, I thought. Yes, personal foul there. Page plays it in. Macy, jump shot from the outside, rimming off. And the rebound is by Victoria. Gets, I believe now, turnaround jump shot in the lane is good. And Victoria takes a 1-point lead, 2-1 here in the early going. Gregg on the wing, Shoemaker three-point shot looks good, rimming off. And the rebound is by Victoria.
Yeah,
looked
Ashlyn
like
Macy.
Maybe it was a turnover, but Macy with a reach-in foul, her first team foul on Minneapolis.
And the Victoria Knights run a sub in Wassinger, and then they bring her right back out. So, wow.
Page almost there now. Gregg all alone, layup, good.
Nice job by Minneapolis.
Page with the steal, and we almost have another one there as they cannot handle the ball, and there's a turnover.
Coach Weatherman,
he's right on that one.
Yeah, he did. He said that our press is going to create some havoc, and so far I like that. As long as we can convert and get some conversions, then it's definitely be to our advantage.
Macy running the show on the point for Minneapolis. Now on the wing, Page three-point shot off the rim, no good, and it
picks up her own rebound.
Clear out to her as it's tipped twice by Victoria. Her entry pass to Shoemaker's tipped away, and Minneapolis will play it in. 6 minutes left, first quarter. Page to play it in. Kelsey with the lob. Shoemaker up and under, and she is hacked.
And she'll go back to the line. Nice job by the inlet pass to Shea Shoemaker. She'll go back to the line. Lions a little cold from the outside to start this ball game out.
2 shots here for Shoemaker. Minneapolis with a 1-point lead, 3-2. First throw on its way, it's good. And your free throw shooting champion here at this tournament, Shea Shoemaker, 2 for 3 so far at the stripe. Make that 3 for 4. 5-2 Minneapolis. They break the pressure this time in pretty good shape back out front as Carlin sets the offense into Getz.
Ooh, J.C. Crossan gets hit hard and picked up by Shea Shoemaker, but J.C. Crossan, wow, she got hit really hard.
We have the ball and a little bit out of sorts. Coach Weatherman calls a quick 30-second timeout. It will be Minneapolis ball as we come back from this break from our sponsors.
You're listening to 910KNA.com as well as Eagle Communication Channel 8. Minneapolis is a dynamic and growing community. The Minneapolis Chamber of Commerce support of the Minneapolis High School Lions sports programming is just a small part of what they do. Be a chamber member, come for a visit, stay for a lifetime. It's fast, it's furious, it's fun. It's Minneapolis Raceway. Minneapolis Raceway has brought you in exciting races to Central Kansas and will continue this tradition. This fast track will give you and your family some of the most exciting races ever seen. Go Lions.
Here we go after the timeout. No pressure by Victoria. Page to play it in to our point guard, Ashlyn Macy.
5-2, Lady Lions on top.
We clear the timeline now. Gregg on the wing has trouble maintaining her feet. That is a foul on number 15, the Gagnon. Be her first personal foul, and Victoria's, fourth foul already here in the. Oh, that's her second starter with 2 fouls, but their bench is pretty deep. Macy out front on the wing to Page, and that's a walk.
So, turnover by the Lions. You know, and that's one of those that is a very questionable call. She did move her feet, but a lot of times you see officials let them go because of how quick they are with their feet. Nice ball handling by Victoria to break the press.
Carlin all the way down. The shot is up and in by Getz.
Her fourth point of the night.
Long shot from the outside, Page, and we're going to be shooting three as
oh, wow.
Carlin out there fouls Page on the shot. It's going to be a 3-point. No, it's after the shot, excuse me. It's on the floor, and Page will play it in for Minneapolis.
That's her second foul, too, though. Interesting call there. I
kind of thought they caught her in the act of shooting. Now we get the ball into Shoemaker in the corner. She's double teamed. Back out to Macy, back to Shoemaker. Spin move is
stolen right there. Oh, and Ashlyn Macy does a great job of coming right back in and getting to steal the Victoria crowd. Pretty good crowd for Victoria, screaming and hollering about that call. But good job by Ashlyn Macy.
Move. I thought they were going to have a fast break bucket, but Macy kind of halted that. Now in the backcourt, good pressure by Macy. 2-point shot by Victoria, no good, and Shoemaker with the rebound for Minneapolis. And she'll bring it up. Coast to coast, all the way in, and she carries it.
Another turnover by the Lady Lions. Just a kind of a little bit of a cold start to start this ball game.
5-4 Minneapolis. As Scott mentioned, a little bit out of sorts on the offensive end. Playing pretty good defense. And there's a steal on the pressure. Full court pressure, and the pass is stolen by Getz. As Gregg, we get it back again, though.
And the tie-up. Oh, no.
They get it out of there now. 1-on-3. Shot no good, and Gregg.
Oh, yeah. Kylie Gregg goes up in the air and grabs a big rebound, but she is just hammered as she falls to the floor. 16 foul already by the Victoria Knights. Next one puts us into bonus as Ashlyn Macy will bring it down.
A couple of their frontline players with 2 fouls here in the early going. That pass is tipped out of there by Victoria. And Shoemaker having a little bit of trouble with that right hip. It's almost like it's the kidney area.
So, and Minneapolis will get it into Ashlyn Macy. Macy back to Gregg for 3.
Nice looking shot, just rimming off.
Rebounded by Kelsey. Oh, into JC Crossan. And it's going to be tipped out of bounds. Oh, wow. Off of Minneapolis.
Victoria had it there last, but it is called off Minneapolis. They'll play it in over there. Free throw line extended.
Sorry, Mike. I kind of take over, and I apologize, buddy. I'm not trying to, bud.
It's all right. And Kylie Gregg whistled with the foul and the reach in. Her first. Minneapolis' second team foul. Full court pressure by Minneapolis. And there's a steal, almost. And tie-up is called. Possession arrow to Minneapolis as another turnover created by the full court pressure by Minneapolis, Scott.
Yeah, exactly. And if we can just start hitting some field goals, Mike.
It'll be easy, won't it?
Yeah.
Even some layups off the turnover. Now Shoemaker looks at a 3, passes it up. A little bit out of her shooting range. Now Gregg gets poked in the eye.
And a foul. That will send Ashlyn Macy, I believe, to the line. Kylie got poked pretty hard.
Now Macy shooting 1-and-1. It looks like it's going to be a free throw thing from here on out, Scott. So Minneapolis hits the free throws, will be all right as Steinbrock and Baker head to the playing surface for the first action of the evening for them.
Only 1 field goal for us so far tonight.
Macy's first free throw, no good. 1 and done, so the foul push off there by Victoria, no call, and they clear the timeline as Macy with the hawking defense from Minneapolis. 3-point shot rimming off, and Baker has a hand on it.
Nice job by Riley Baker to get in there and grab that and hold on to the to force the tie-up.
Victoria will play it in under their own basket here. Minneapolis zoning up a little bit here on this inbound. Steinbrock got the defense on Getz. Now the long carom, and Page closes the door on the Victoria Knights as that long carom came way out there. Kelsey quick to it to claim it for Minneapolis. Long 3-point shot by Minneapolis. Shoemaker's shot is off the mark, and Victoria has the rebound. Now
moving
Macy.
Screen right there at the top of the key. Couple moving screens.
Not called though. Now the shot in and out, no good. And Steinbrock.
Jeez, oh Pete.
Gets over the back. That'll be her second foul. As Steinbrock had good position, will go to the free throw line for a 1-and-1, and she got hammered.
She got hammered on. Allie will
Before
go
that,
line.
though, you mentioned the girl out there setting that screen was taking 2 steps sideways.
Yeah.
It's a moving screen. That was not
I'll
called.
tell you, when YMCA officials this morning in my son's game calls a moving screen, not sure how we can't get a moving screen here
They
on
should
the
get it here.
high school team.
Allie Steinbrock free throw.
There we
in.
go. Nice job, Allie.
She hammers down the first one of a 1-and-1, the all-important one. She gets the second one here. Minneapolis leading 6-4. Free throw on its way.
Nice
Good.
job.
Nothing but net. Allie Steinbrock.
If my son is listening, pretty proud of my son as well as the other second grade boys that played this morning in YMCA ball. Victoria with the turnover. Had
right
to
through
had
the
to
hands.
get a plug in for my family.
Well, of course.
Can't be with them right now, but I miss you and I love you. I'll be home soon. Back to the ball game here.
It's one of the bennies. Macy with the ball out on top, looking inside. A zone defense by Victoria. We're going to have to shoot over the top. Victoria
Swing pass.
in a big foul trouble here, actually, and the entry pass is tied up. As Shoemaker hits the deck to claim that possession, Minneapolis will play it in under her own bucket. Baker to start the play for Minneapolis.
7-4, Lions on top.
Way out front, Shoemaker now. Page shot, back rim.
And thrown out of bounds by Victoria Knights.
She had the rebound to her, and she just tipped it out of bounds for a
Swatted
safety
it out
sake.
of bounds, so Minneapolis will have another shot at this.
Baker off to Steinbrock. Back out front to Macy. Now back to Shoemaker. Set play. 3-pointer on its way, no good, and Victoria
cannot hit the field goal so far in this ball game. Nice break. Oh, and the steal by Ashlyn Macy.
Now we're on the move. Long pass to Page. Baker's shot is good.
Nice job. Nice job by Riley Baker, and a great pass by Kelsey Page.
The defense came to get Page, and the nice pass to the opposite side. Baker was there for the easy shot, and Minneapolis now with a 5-point lead. Quick timeout by Victoria's coach, and we'll take one too. Minneapolis leading 9-4.
Scott Studio in Minneapolis does all types of signs, from vehicle graphics, banners, racing, full color decals, retail signs, and much more. If you need a sign, here's your sign. Scott Studio, where quality is promised and the price is always right. CNR Plating would like to take this time to thank their many friends and customers for making their business what it is today. Kevin also wants to wish the Minneapolis Lions a great season. CNR Plating, happy to be a Minneapolis Lions backer. City Pharmacy has brought you quality professional pharmaceuticals since 1963. Joe and Amber Wall will help you with your medications, durable medical equipment, cosmetics, gifts, and greeting cards. Your hometown pharmacy, City Pharmacy, downtown Minneapolis.
Scott, if you have a thought and the girls are playing, you just go right on ahead and just let her rip, because lots of times we run out of adjectives for the girls, especially when they're playing well. So you got something you want to throw in there, you just have at it. When you get tired of talking, I'll take over.
You know me, I like to talk. So
Victoria to play it in the backcourt. Minneapolis still in the full court pressure. Amber Buckles in for the first time for Minneapolis. A good shot in the arm yesterday on the offensive end. Amber hit a couple of key shots that got us off and going, kept us close with Quivira Heights. 2-3 zone by Minneapolis here, a little bit different. Way out on top, Victoria looking inside, there's no one there. Long 3-point shot, rimming off, and Baker has it. It's tipped out there by Victoria, and that's a good call.
Good job by Riley Baker down low, Mike. She did a great job of tipping that up in the air and keeping it going, and just about ready to grab that and pull that one down, and Victoria knocks it out of bounds.
Amber Buckles running the point for Minneapolis. Picks up a dribble. Now on the wing to Page. Entry pass to Shoemaker. Drop step. Jump shot. Good.
There you
and
go.
I think that's what you need sometimes, Scott, is to get your big shooter in close for just a little easy one. And it kind of gets them going on the offensive end.
It wasn't an easy shot, but it was a nice shot, and she finished with it.
She did finish. 2-3 zone here by Minneapolis. Coach Weatherman mixing up the defenses a little bit. Victoria with good ball movement. Outside shot. Air ball.
Out of bounds off of Shoemaker. It will stay with the Victoria Knights as they get a couple players in, and J.C. Crossan checks back in for Shea.
Hey, we need to get Shea and Mr. Castleman right next door to you down there and let it crack her a little bit.
Either that or Crystal at the massage.
Massage,
so.
or maybe both would be all she needs. Shot is off the mark, and a big rebound there by Victoria. She's pretty tough inside if you let her have, no, that's Carlin, excuse me.
Yeah.
There's a long shot by Baker off the rim, no good. And it goes out of bounds to Victoria.
For those of you folks listening at home, 4 freshmen on the floor for the Lions and a senior. So, senior leadership in Amber Buckles and 4 freshmen. And a lot of teams would look at this and say, how can 4 freshmen play this well? But they do a very good job. Nice job by Allie Steinbrock. And she gets just thrown to the floor, but great hustle by Allie right there.
Well, it's tough inside, and Allie can hold her own and rips that one away from Victoria. Jump ball is called. Possession arrow to the Knights, and they'll play it in under their own bucket outside. Now a skip pass to the other side, entry pass to Carlin. Well, that was pretty ticky-tack compared to what we've been seeing.
Yeah, 10.3 seconds left to go in this first quarter, and 11-6, Lions on top. Wow.
It's first personal foul on Buckles. Bank shot no good. And
oh my gosh,
Page.
You're kidding me. Page gets hammered.
Gets drilled.
And Carlin puts it back in.
Buckles gets a shot off at half court. It will not count if it went in. And we had the rebound, and they shoved Kelsey Page clear to the floor. Regained possession, and the shot went up and in, and they do get a bucket right before the end of the first quarter. Minneapolis still leading 11-8. We'll be back with second quarter action here in just a minute.
Since 1887, the Bennington State Bank has been your trusted hometown bank. For over 100 years, they've been interested in helping people achieve their financial goals. Let them help you. The Bennington State Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. Trust is a word that is very important this day and age, especially when it comes to insurance. The Davidson Agency in Delphos and Minneapolis has long been trusted to give you the best home, auto, farm, crop, life, and health insurance since 1982. Call Lyle Davidson at the Davidson Agency, your trusted choice. And the Minneapolis Junior Senior High School linebackers are proud to continue their long-term support of the broadcast of these Lions games. Join us as we support student activities and the teachers at Minneapolis Junior Senior High School. Go Lions, we're with you all the way. Also, Eagle Communication, home of ECTV, high-speed internet, 910 KNA, 99 KG is a proud sponsor of tonight's hometown coverage. Back to the game, Mike Perry, myself, Scott Osherman, as the Lady Lions have a lead starting the second quarter.
Macy back in for Minneapolis. Baker, Crossan, Shoemaker, Gregg, and I guess that's enough. Macy. We can only play 5, can't we? 2-3 zone by Victoria. Now up front, Macy drives the lane. Bounce pass to Crossan and
no, I would
traveling.
disagree with on that one. They called a travel on her, but I don't think she did, Mike. I thought she held her pivot foot. She just fell forward as she was passing. But needless to say, it goes the other way.
Victoria all the way down for the layup. No good. Shoemaker gets a hand on that rebound. Tipped out of there by Crossan, and Macy has it.
How is that not a foul? Oh, my goodness.
She was
draped.
Draped is a good word for it. All over the top of Macy, but they call a jump ball. When you jump on top of somebody like that, it's a foul, in my opinion. It always has been.
Wow.
Way out front, Gagnon, long shot, good.
We got a tie ball game here.
That's Wassinger, I guess, with that shot for Victoria. And all of a sudden, that three-pointer evens the score at 11. 2-3 zone here by Victoria. Gregg back to Macy. Three-point shot of her own. No good, and number 32 clears the board. Cleland for Victoria. Now in the lane underneath. Getz. Excuse me, I got the camera too far over. It was Getz with the shot.
Macy with the foul.
And Victoria Post will go to the free throw line. To shoot two.
Interesting. Two-shot foul. First one is flat but good. As I can't see who that is. Is that?
That's Getz.
That's Getz. Okay.
Back rim on that one. Now she's over the back. I would hope so. That's her third foul, I believe.
So
Victoria in a little bit of foul trouble here as Getz goes over the back. Yes, that's her third foul here in the first half. Minneapolis.
I was going to say, I wonder why they were
shooting.
Yeah, why they were walking the other end. So Kylie Gregg will go to the line.
Getz will have to sit down here as they don't want her to get her fourth foul at the start of the second quarter. That will hurt them. Gregg at the free throw line for Minneapolis, 1-1. Good. Kylie Gregg with a nice stroke from the free throw line, evens the score at 12. Here in the first quarter, 6:56 left, first half, Kylie Gregg. Second throw on its way, rimming off. Crossan had a hand on it, Gregg gets it back. Her shot is up.
She's fouled again. Nice job by Kylie Gregg. She'll go back to the line, this time for two. As
good hustle.
Fouled by number 14.
Good hustle by Crossan to keep the ball alive, and then Gregg was the recipient of the loose ball shot.
We're just struggling tonight, Mike. Done pretty well from the line, but just not getting it drop tonight.
12-12 free throw, good. Gregg 2 for 4 there in that sequence. Victoria throws it in and throws it away.
There we go. That's what we need, Mike.
Carlin tried to throw it back to the guard, and it threw it way behind her, actually, as Tholen had already tried moving up the court.
Kelsey Page checks in for Riley Baker.
Now Macy with the ball out on top, looks to the other side as Gregg gets the entry pass into Shoemaker. Gregg puts the ball on the floor, is mugged by Tholen.
And she'll go back to the line again. Now down there in the double bonus.
Two-shot foul now. As Scott mentioned, Victoria over the limit.
At the 6:41 mark, early in this second quarter. And
Gregg with another free throw here puts Minneapolis up by 2, 14-12. As Scott mentioned, kind of early in the second quarter to be in the double bonus.
Yeah. Minneapolis with their press, and nearly another turnover there.
And she dribbles it off her foot, but as luck would have it, Wassinger was right there. Now Wassinger, baseline shot, good. She's hit 2 shots for Victoria to keep them in this ball game.
Pretty good shooting sophomore.
Gregg, baseline drive, jump shot, no good. And Wassinger comes out there.
Yes, nice job by Kelsey Page to reach in and get the tie up after the miss. Great job by Kelsey there, Mike.
Possession arrow to Minneapolis, and that's what it takes, a little extra effort as Kelsey reaches in there for the tie up. They zone up on the inbounds play. Out front it goes to Shoemaker, set play. And she gets her legs cut out from underneath her.
She has hit the floor too many times today. Wow.
Now she's holding the middle of her back. We're going to have to get her an appointment at both places for the massage and the back cracking. She will go to the line to shoot 2 here. And we could use these free throws right here. 15-14 Minneapolis. She cans the front one. First one. That's 3 fouls on Tholen also. So they're in a little bit of foul trouble here.
And she makes them both.
17-14, Minneapolis with the lead. Full court pressure, Macy with a steal. That's a double dribble.
Oh, darn it, Ashley. Nice job, though. I thought she may have gotten away with one there. It's a great steal. Just couldn't.
It's close. Macy steps into the passing lane. Now Washington with the left hand, the reach-in foul on Shoemaker. 15 foul on Minneapolis, first personal foul on Shea. And they'll play it in right here in front of us. Dangerous pass there as Macy was almost in the passing lane. Wasinger.
Another
all they
big
have to do is guard here, they'll be fine.
Wow. Tie ball game again.
8 points for him here in the last 3 minutes. And the steal almost there by Wasinger.
And
creates
the turnover. Yep. Wow. Going to have to watch Wasinger as the sophomore has really hit some big shots there to give them a spark.
And Coach Weatherman is pointing to Stacy Crossan, or JC Crossan, to get out on her when she gets the ball. Down the baseline, Victoria with the ball in tight in the paint, and low block, and a foul is called. Reach-in foul, they call it on the floor. 2-4 is the call. It's on Page.
16 foul by the Lions.
Nobody with 2 fouls here yet, is there, Scott?
I don't have any. Yes, Ashland has 2 fouls.
Nice job there by Carlin. In close as the entry pass got down on the low block. She drop stepped and up she went. Page with the
rebound
errant shot from Shoemaker as her shot was partially blocked, and Kelsey puts it in.
First points of the night for Kelsey. And
now Carlin hands it off, and the reach-in foul by Page. That's her second in about that many minutes.
You know, one of the things that I'm seeing is don't have that just a little bit of a, not slacking, but just kind of a
intensity.
Yeah. We talked about not having that intensity throughout the 4 quarters of the Quivira Heights game, and we're kind of starting to see it right now in the Victoria game.
19-19 here. Free throw is nothing but net. That is that Wasinger again?
No, I think it's, I can't
Carlin.
tell. I think it's Carlin.
It's either 12 or 14. If it's 12, it's Carlin.
Yeah.
Second free throw on its way. It looked like the first one. That was Carlin. Hits them both. And Victoria with a 2-point lead here, 21-19. Turnaround jump shot by Crossan is partially blocked by Carlin. And Gregg with the hook over there on Carlin will send the 5'6" junior back to the free throw line for another 1-and-1. Foul in the backcourt is not good. Gregg's second personal foul.
Only 4 field goals for the Lions so far tonight. Really tough for the Lions so far. First shot is up and good.
Carlin with 3 for 3 here now from the free throw line. So we have Shoemaker, Crossan, Baker, Gregg, and Macy. And all of a sudden, Victoria has a 3-point lead. Second throw on its way, it's good.
I just did not anticipate this, Mike. I really thought we would come out and just blow right by them.
Well, Victoria has handled our pressure a lot better than we kind of anticipated. Gregg with a nice move to the basket is fouled. And attrition could be taking over here on Victoria's ball club as Rohr has 2 fouls now for the Lady Knights. Free throw rims in for Gregg. Gets the shooter's roll there as Steinbrock comes back in for the Fighting Lady Lions. 23-20, Victoria by 3, 4:49 left first half. Gregg, second throw on its way. Good. Kylie Gregg keeping us in this thing at the free throw line so far here. It's about 5 out of 7, which is pretty decent. Now all the way down, Carlin, jump shot, the paint, good. Minneapolis late getting back on defense, and Victoria running the floor well. Finds easy pickings on the other end. Shoemaker out front, now to Macy. Back to Shoemaker. In the paint she goes, left-hand shot, throws it up.
Dang it. Over the back call on Shea Shoemaker right there. And
it's her second.
And Kelsey Page is going to check in. And no life right now.
Nope,
Mike.
Can't get into it, can we?
Nope. 4-point deficit here. Victoria Knights on top, and they've come to play. We talked about needing to show who proves to be here, being a young team, and Victoria showing that, hey, we're maybe a 7 seed, but
we want to win it.
Exactly.
That free throw in and out. Now the entry pass to Page is knocked away, and Victoria picks it up. Macy does get back on defense. Now Carlin shot no good, and
rebound by Shea.
And she wanted to let him know that she
there
has
you
a
go.
few elbows. She gets all the way to the
Nice job,
basket.
Shea Shoemaker. That's what we need right there. And foul by Ashlyn Macy.
Wow. It wasn't much of one.
Her third personal.
And look at Minneapolis over the limit now with 10 fouls all of a sudden. They have evened up quickly. Victoria at the free throw line here. McAllen. Free throw, no good. Luckily, we're lucky here that Victoria unable to hit from the free throw line, Scott.
Yeah.
25-23, just a 2-point lead for Victoria as Amber Buckles comes back in for Macy. That free throw rimming in.
Oh my gosh.
Wow, Page saves that one.
Amber Buckles was not paying attention on that inbounds, and she gets hammered as she's going to the basket. She will go to the line.
Well, they call that just a block, and Minneapolis will play it in under her own bucket. It looked like a foul from
It looked
here,
like a
didn't
foul
it?
from here.
Buckles out front, can't handle his pass, and that's a double dribble.
Dang it.
Another turnover for Minneapolis. Victoria will play it in. 3:43 left in the first half here. Minneapolis gets a hand on it. Ooh, that was close to being over and back, but we have an easy one at the other end.
There you go. Nice job by Shea Shoemaker. Great steal by Kelsey Page, and a great finish.
There's another steal by Shoemaker. She's got the ball.
Tie up. There you go.
Looked like she was fouled, but it is going to be a tie-up, possession arrow to. And Coach Weatherman's asking him the same thing. They reached across and hacked her. Why that wasn't a foul, and quick timeout by Victoria, and it's a 30-second timeout. We'll be back after this quick 30-second timeout.
The State Bank of Delphus and the Ottawa County Bank in Minneapolis are locally owned community banks which offers traditional accounts such as checking, savings, certificates of deposit, IRAs, and loans, online banking, but most important, they're committed to making your banking experience as easy and personal as possible. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. There's nothing more important than our children. That's exactly why the Lions Den was established in Minneapolis, so they could get together in a clean and healthy environment to have fun. It's a great place to party. The Lions Den, downtown Minneapolis. Welcome back to Cardinal Midwinter Jam here in Hoisington. And right now, Victoria Knights with a 1-point lead, 3-point shot in the corner, off the mark, and picked up by Kylie Gregg. Kylie Gregg with the ball, gets it in the hands of Shea Shoemaker. Shea will bring it down. Shea sees an opening, gets it to Kylie for 3, off the mark, and rebounded by Victoria Knights. Gets it back in the hands of McAllen. McAllen on the outside, swing pass, stolen. Oh my goodness. Minneapolis, Kylie Gregg and Shea Shoemaker just collide. and get hammered there against each other. Amber Buckles got away with one right there.
Yeah, I had the palm halfway down with the left-hand dribble. Now Paige tries to dish it off.
There you go. Nice job, Shea Shoemaker. They reach in on the tie-up, but Minneapolis down by 1, 26-25, 2:39 left to go in this first half, and
a little out of sorts on the offensive end here as we're going to play it in. Paige will throw it in to Shoemaker. Shot is rimming off.
Just not being able to hit a lot of. Oh my goodness gracious! Kylie Gregg runs into I'm going to say a moving screen. We talked about it earlier, and she gets absolutely hammered. So arms are out. Kylie gets leveled, and the official calls it on Kylie. Kylie's, I think, got a bloody nose now.
That's her third personal foul.
So.
And they got a sub in.
So a lot of confusion here. So
you got blood on the court. She has got to get off the court, so they're going to have to allow the substitution here as Baker comes in for Gregg. Gets leveled over here in front of us.
First shot is up and good.
That's Wassinger, and she has kept him in this game. I think she comes off the bench.
Yeah, she does.
She starts.
She does.
Probably 10, 11, 12 points. Both free throws are good. Amber Buckles running the point for Minneapolis. 2:25 left in this first half. Victoria with a 3-point lead and a pretty stingy 2-3 zone. Paige shot from the wing, rimming off, no good, and Buckles in there fighting for the rebound. It's taken out of there. Now McEllen takes an extra step, gets it off to Carlin, jump shot, good.
I'll tell you, Carlin's their other one that has been lights out. Carlin's one that's leading the way for them with about 14 points.
Well, I can't agree with the defense. I think man-to-man defense would be better for us against this team. Carlin almost gets her puck picked in the backcourt. Now the good pass to the other side, shot no good, and Shoemaker cleans the glass for Minneapolis. 30-25, minute 30 left, first half. Now Baker on the baseline into Steinbrock. Up and under, and good call. It's a blocking foul.
They are a physical ball team.
Yeah, they bump you quite a bit.
So
McClellan.
Only her first foul, but
goodness.
Allie will go back to the line.
First one that they caught. Steinbrock's first throw on its way is good. Allie Steinbrock able to connect on the first free throw. And Crossan will come in for Shoemaker. Minneapolis down 4 here in the first half against Victoria. A very game Victoria team that's very physical, as Scott mentioned. Second throw is good by Steinbrock. Full court pressure by Minneapolis. In the backcourt, tipped and
great
Crossan.
Job. Oh, JC. Great tip by Riley Baker, and then JC gets the ball and tries to get it passed down to her and just couldn't get the handle on it.
Back to Victoria. They play it in. Now they're on the move. They have numbers, and we get back.
Tie up. Yeah.
And I'm glad Kelsey was not laying on the out-of-bounds line, or it would have been their ball anyway. But the possession arrow was to Victoria. But we get the next one. They'll play it in. We zone up on this pass. In they come. Let's see. Skip past the other side. Carlin with the ball. Back outside, long shot from the baseline is good by Lang. Lang with a two-hand push shot from the baseline. Gets it to drop. Now Buckles, three-point shot, rimming out. It's a good try by Amber. She had an open look.
Tell you, this Victoria team is a very strong rebounding team as well.
Carlin In the paint she goes. There's a nice quick hands by Riley Baker. Tips that one away. Now on the wing, Rohr has the ball. Passes it clear out on top.
Travel at the top of the key.
Rohr again from the wing. Shot is no good. And Steinbrock with the rebound. Gets it off to Buckles. 24 seconds left in the first half. Minneapolis would surely like to get a bucket here. Page, jump shot. No good. Baker tracks down the long carom for Minneapolis.
There's a foul.
A trip.
So
on Tholen. And I know I've called her fouled at least twice, so that's got to be 3 on her,
yep.
And it is.
Kelsey Page to go to the line. Only 2 points for Kelsey so far tonight.
Well, this Victoria team's in foul trouble. They give a lot. Page's free throw, no good.
Darn it. Need every bit we can get right now, Mike. 32-27. Knights on top by 5.
Dome comes in for Tholen, and 12 seconds left first half. Kelsey Page, second free throw is rimming off. Steinbrock gets a hand on it. I thought maybe we'd have it. Oh, they're going to call a foul.
On Kelsey. That was a frustration foul on Kelsey more than anything. So.
Not a good foul, though. Carlin goes to the free throw line. She's been deadly.
I think Deja Martin's about ready to check in for the Lions.
Carlin's first free throw, we're in the double bonus, so she has 2 throws here. 8 seconds left.
And they've hit their
first
free
half. She's been deadly.
She has been deadly tonight.
Deja Martin in for Minneapolis. And Page sits down with 3 personal fouls, I believe.
And our bench is even lifeless. There's no energy right now for this line basketball
Carlin's
team.
second throw is good. She's a good free thrower. There we go, Baker on the move. 6 seconds to shoot. Bounce pass to Deja Martin. Back to Baker. Over to Buckles. Shot. In and out.
Man, Mike, we cannot hit anything today. I'll tell you, it's a tough one right now. 34-27, Victoria. Much better effort in the second quarter, and they just
walked away from us. Minneapolis, very cold shooting in the second quarter. And it shows as we go into the locker room with a 7-point deficit. Minneapolis trailing Victoria 34-27. We'll be back with the second half here in a little bit as we look at the Quivira Heights boys. And it looks like the lacrosse boys. Gosh, lacrosse kids are huge. I'll do a few words from our sponsors, and Scott will get us some stats going here. At Robertson Monuments, they believe the community is everything. Minneapolis is a great town to live in, and Robertson Monument is happy to be part of the community. Robertson Monument, a Minneapolis Lions sports booster. We try to make as many games as you can. If you're searching for the right insurance to fit your needs, look no further. American Family Insurance has been providing security and peace of mind for more than 80 years because they want to protect what matters most. Call Scott Osherman or Susan Drummond in Minneapolis as your American Family team. Your Minneapolis Hometown Hardware is always there when you need an appliance, paint, or tools. But truthfully, the list goes on. It goes on and on, actually, because they have exactly what you need. Next time you need something, almost anything, Hometown Hardware Minneapolis, they've got it. Well, Scott's ready to go with some stats. Minneapolis, a little lackluster effort here in the first half. I don't know, no energy out there. And
no.
You can look down the bench and need a little shot in the arm or a cold slap in the face or something. I don't know. 27 points totaled up here in the first half for Minneapolis. Macy didn't get any scoring in. Greg had 8, and most of those coming from the free throw line. Kylie was 6 of 8 from the free throw line and had a 2-point bucket. Shay Shoemaker had 11. Kelsey Page had 2, Allie Steinbrock had 4, and Riley Baker had 2. It rounds out the scoring for Minneapolis.
Victoria, sorry about that. Victoria, a little different story. Kendra Carlin, 16 points for the junior, and she was, I think, perfect from the line. She had 6 free throws from the line, 5 field goals, and then off the bench, Phelan Wassinger with 10 points, 2 big threes. We've yet to hit a 3, I don't think. Matter of fact, we only have, I think, 5 field goals.
Yep.
Maybe 6. Brittany Getz with 5 points, Joycelyn Lang with 2, and Lindsay McCallanan with 1. Now, they do have 3 players with 3 fouls. If I'm looking at that board right, I know they've got at least 2 players with 3 fouls, and they've got about 3 other players with 2 fouls.
Gregg and Page with 3 fouls for Minneapolis, so not in really good shape there either.
No, we were doing really good until we got a little frustrated. When we started getting frustrated, they outscored us 26-16 in that second quarter.
You know, I've mentioned this in volleyball with the girls, and I just noticed that the momentum swing that girls have is a lot more than boys, it seems like, in sporting events. And you can see it in this game here as Minneapolis started out cold and just couldn't really get anything together on the offensive end, and it seemed like the momentum went to the other team, and we just couldn't get it back. And it shows up and down the bench that the girls struggled all first half long.
Yeah, I felt like they didn't have the energy and the intensity, and they just felt like it was just kind of.
Well, I think if they could just get a couple of shots to drop for them from the outside, get a couple of steals and maybe a little layup, of course they'd be right back in the game. But that momentum swing back to our side of the bench over there would be a big one right off the get-go. And you had mentioned Coach Weatherman thought that possibly we might be able to make hay on full court pressure, but you know, for the most part, we've created a few turnovers, but it seems like we can't handle the ball when we get it turned over to us and we give it right back.
Yeah. You know, and the other thing, it just doesn't seem like our bench is into it, our crowd is into it. It just kind of a quiet, slow-paced. You know, it'll be interesting to see how the girls come out and react in the second half.
Yeah, Coach Weatherman will need to get a little intensity, but you know, when you look over there and see your junior leader is hobbling a little bit with a bad back and struggling a little bit to shoot the ball from the outside, even though Shea does have 10 points at halftime and half her average anyway. But now the rest of the team has got to suck it up, get out there and get after it, and best way to do it's on the defensive end. And the girls are capable. They're quick, they're fast, and they get in the passing lanes, get some turnovers here, I think we'll be just fine.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah. The other thing that I think we need to see is we got to start hitting our field goals. Was it 5 or 6 field goals?
Just 5.
Just 5. 5 field goals in the first half. And you look at that, we missed a lot of opportunities, Mike, that you just can't let those go. You can't give up on those opportunities when you have a wide open look. We have been deadly from three-point range, and we've yet to get a three-pointer drop. We've taken quite a few.
You'd think you'd see a few of those little 8, 10-foot shots, and we've been getting a few in the paint. Some of those would drop, but those aren't even dropping.
They're not even dropping today. They're not even dropping. We've had fairly good success underneath the basket. And looking down, Shea Shoemaker's 6 3 field goals, I know they all came in the paint underneath the basket. At least 2 of them did. And you look, Kylie Gregg had a field goal, and Riley Baker had a field goal, and Kelsey Page had a field goal, but I don't think any of them were more than 10 feet out.
No.
So.
And we've had a couple of pretty good looks from three-point range, but the ladies unable to pull the trigger, and that's a confidence thing. You know, you get one to drop, then the next one will go. It's catchy sometimes.
It is. Trailing right now at half, 34-27 is the Minneapolis Lions against the Victoria Knights. As you hear another word from our sponsors, the Hairstylum, the newest and most modern hair salon in Minneapolis, will style your hair to give you that look you've always dreamed of, or you might just want a haircut. The Hairstylum will do that too. Lynn and Brandon welcomes new customers. Call 392-4555. Bennett Autoplex supports the Minneapolis Lions. At Bennett Autoplex, you'll find a small-town family atmosphere with great prices on new and used cars, new vehicles including Pontiacs, GMC, Buicks, and Jeeps, serving their customers since 1957. Bennett Autoplex, Salina. Minneapolis is a dynamic and growing community. The Minneapolis Chamber of Commerce support of the Minneapolis High School Lions sports programming is just a small part of what they do. Be a chamber member, come for a visit, stay for a lifetime. It's fast, it's furious, it's the Minneapolis Raceway. Minneapolis Raceway has brought you exciting races to Central Kansas and will continue this tradition. This fast track will give you and your family some of the most exciting races ever seen. Go Lions.
Minneapolis getting ready to start the second half here, and I really think a good start here and a little momentum on our side, and we'll be off and running, but you never know what's going to happen. And Victoria, to their credit, has been playing pretty good ball. Surprising ball, actually, because of the scouting reports. But, yeah, as we hear, we're going to have an auction. Bennett's are going to auction off cars, and of course, Scott and I had mentioned we don't know all the circumstances that with Bennett's, but we're grateful they have been in our community for the years they have. But Minneapolis has always liked them being there, and I hope the auction goes well for them.
That's tomorrow. Tomorrow, I think, like 2 o'clock. So,
Rance is giving me the same thing. He's shrugging his shoulders. Not real certain what's happening, but it's nothing that can't be cured with a couple of made buckets, though. So, start the second half here. Minneapolis will be. Looks like the possession arrow is to Minneapolis. We'll play it in first. As we're waiting for Victoria to come out. And I kind of think Coach Weatherman might change up the defense a little bit and maybe go to man-to-man. But you never know. Here we go. Macy with the ball in the backcourt clears the timeline. Same zone defense by Victoria and Weiss. There you go. Ball inside to Shoemaker. She misses. Fighting for the rebound, though, and gets it.
Nice
on the stick back.
Nice job by Shea to keep fighting on that one. She looks like she's in pain, and she did a great job of continuing to fight on that one, Mike.
She missed the first one, but stayed after it, and the stick back goes up and in. There's a good steal by Macy. As Ashland dives in there for the tie-up.
And then they got a player that got injured on that.
Little payback.
Yeah. She's the one that leveled Kylie Gregg.
Yeah. McAllen.
She's McAllen, 5'5" junior, pretty good sized ball player. So
Victoria will play it in under their bucket. We're in a man-to-man. Shoemaker with a good defense on Carlin, but Carlin with a good baseline move. Up it goes and in, and Victoria makes their first basket of the second half. Now Gregg back to Macy. Back to Gregg. Little motion offense. We lose it.
Tie-up. Thank you very much.
We've got to keep our feet. Girls have a tendency to hit the floor. You need to keep your feet.
Kelsey
now
Page
we'll play it in. Way out front. It's stolen.
And a nice steal.
Wassinger. She's a player.
She is a player. Nice job by Wassinger as she gets a big steal and takes it all the way down.
She starts the second half, and rightfully so. She's had a good first half. Good defensive and offensive player for the Knights. Page, long shot off the front of the rim, no good, and gets with the board for Victoria.
Minneapolis backs off the full court press here. Decide to settle up and try to
and reach in foul by J.C. Crossan, and that'll be her third, I believe.
No.
No, that's her
First.
Good.
Yeah. Just her first.
2-3 zone on this inbounds play. Victoria will throw it in. Good job by Paige, and Macy almost with the
job.
steal.
Good hustle by Ashlyn there.
Jumps the passing lane and almost has the steal. Shot is rimming off, and Crossan claims the rebound for Minneapolis. 6:29 left, third quarter. Now in the corner, Gregg back to Macy. Entry pass to Shoemaker. Jump shot, no good. We need to get those.
Yeah, we do. Oh my goodness gracious, officials. Foul's called on
Shoemaker.
And that's her third personal foul. Weatherman's just got to be shaking his head right now at the lack of intensity by the girls, and then the frustrations of I'm going to say the officials. I'm sorry to complain, but it's not been pretty. So
nice up and under move, and Shoemaker gets the rebound.
And gets it taken away from her, and then gets it. Oh my goodness gracious! Now how in the world two of those twice down?
Mugged.
She got absolutely mugged down there, and I don't know how in the world you didn't call it the first time, but they did call it the second time. Way to go.
Both arms draped over the top and around Shay Shoemaker. Tholen with a fourth personal foul, so foul trouble there for Victoria as one of their starters. Paige on the wing, skip past Gregg.
There's a foul. Kyler Gregg.
Blocking foul on Gagnon.
See what number that is for her. That's her third.
And Kelsey will play it in for Minneapolis under our bucket here. Crossan asking for the ball now out front to Macy, back to Paige. Shoemaker looks at a three. She's got it on its way, no good.
And Victoria brings her right back down.
Out front, Wassinger with the ball. Looking inside, there's no one there. She steps up, puts up a three, no good, and Gregg rips that rebound away. Now Minneapolis on the move. We've got an open look.
Come on, Kelsey.
Back ram.
But she reaches in to get her own rebound. Nice job by Riley Baker, and it's tipped out of bounds. Thank you very much.
Crossan with the good work over here. Gagnon with the reach in, and it goes out of bounds. That could have easily been a foul on either girl.
Yeah, either one. It could have gone either way, but
Minneapolis to play it in. Macy out on top now to Paige, back to Macy. Steps down the paint. Should have been a walk, no call. Shoemaker with the gift and the left-hand layup. It's up and in. Minneapolis back to a 7-point deficit. Ill-advised pass there by Wassinger. It's tipped out of bounds by Shoemaker. Steinbrock back in for Minneapolis. Zoning up on this inbounds play. Now in the corner, Wassinger shot, no good. And Gregg
rebound by Gregg
has it, gets it off to Paige. We have numbers if we want it. And that's tipped out of there. What a play.
Yeah, good hustle. Good hustle by
Carlin.
Carlin, yeah.
She's a player.
She is.
Carlin and Wassinger and Getz. Well, they've got a pretty good team here, actually. The three go-to persons on the team here, and they play pretty good defense. 38-31.
Kelsey Paige getting ready to inbounds. Not sure what just happened there, so must have been something on the floor. Thanks to the Shoemaker family. I think it was something down here, so not sure.
Just a toy tractor.
Yeah, it's no big deal. Come on. Let me go get it.
Entry pass to Gregg.
Help her
we
out.
Can't get it off to Paige now on the opposite side. Jump shot, no good. Shoemaker with the rebound.
She's fouled. Nice job by Shea to get the rebound. Couldn't get the bucket to fall. She'll get fouled.
Call it on the floor, so we will play it in under our own basket. 38-31, 4:26, as Scott mentioned. Game just kind of dragging along. No real good rhythm on either end. Victoria comes down and 2 passes and shoots, and Minneapolis just unable to really get into a good rhythm on the offensive end. And to Victoria's credit, I think it's just zone defense they've got
I
here.
think it is. Kylie Gregg.
Finally, an extra pass, and Minneapolis.
And tie-up by Shea Shoemaker and Victoria Knights, but possession will go to Victoria.
Takes a little patience on the offensive end, maybe a little extra pass or two to get an open look, and right there, it paid dividends. We had a really good look at a 3. We haven't been able to get it to drop.
And they've been breaking the press.
Carlin, when it gets in
nice
her hands,
job, Kelsey Page. Kelsey does a great job of breaking that one. Gets it to fall. Good job, Kelsey.
There we go.
Needed that one right there.
Nice anticipation.
And Shea gets an over-the-back call. And that's her 4th personal.
That's the 3rd team foul on Minneapolis, and as Scott mentioned, Shea's 4th personal foul, which is not good.
This young freshman team is going to have to 4 freshmen and a sophomore on the floor, and they're going to have to learn to play hard right now, Mike. So got a lot of background noise behind you, Mike. Sorry
yeah,
about
they're going to
that.
have to grow up in a hurry, and they have during the course of the year, and they're up against a little experienced Victoria team here. Now Steinbrock does a good job holding off the offense. Shot no good. Second shot is
off the mark, but she was fouled while shooting.
That's Getz in there fighting for that offensive rebound. Now Minneapolis a little bit short and lacking rebounding help under the glass. With
Riley Baker's first personal foul.
Shoemaker 5'10" on the bench. Getz first throw. Boy, she shoots flat, doesn't she?
She does.
First one's up and in. And she gets the second one. Minneapolis just down 6 here. 3:36 left, 3rd quarter, and she makes them both.
You don't like to see your leading scorer on the bench.
Page back out to Macy. No, you don't, Scott. You're correct. Someone's going to have to step up and hit a shot, and here
Kelsey
it is right
Page,
here.
oh, and that's off. She had a block. How in the world is that?
Gregg misses a little bunny and then tries to get the rebound, and the reach-in foul is on Gregg.
4th personal foul on Kylie as well, and this is no offense to Amber. Amber will check in for Kylie, but we do lose a little step right there. It's unfortunate, but and Amber's a great girl. I don't want to take anything. She's a great player.
That was a walk there, not called now.
And a push off charge. Come on. Oh, you got to be kidding me.
They're going to call the blocking foul on Steinbrock. Looked like a push off.
You know, and I don't know if you noticed, he started coming down, he put his hand behind his head to call it, and he pulled it away. So he didn't know what he was going to call until he called it.
That's the 6th team foul on Minneapolis already here. That's the first personal on Steinbrock. Jump shot, no good, and Baker gets in there for that defensive rebound, which is so important. Now Macy off to Page. I think if Kelsey just gets squared up somewhere, baseline drive, nice drive is up and in, as Kelsey Page is going to have to shoulder the offensive burden here for Minneapolis.
Going to have to pick up something on the offensive side, and
she stepped out of bounds.
There you go.
Yeah, we had position, and she just could not get down the sideline. Out of bounds is the call. Minneapolis down 5 here, 2:41, and a bucket here would be huge.
Yeah, it would be.
Macy out front on the wing to Buckles. Shot is blocked.
Gets her own rebound, and
back out to Macy. Steinbrock. Someone else is going to have to step up and hit a shot.
They are just really playing hard on this. Oh, wow. I thought we got one there. We got one there. I thought that one went off Riley, as we will have a little break there. 2:21 left to go in the 3rd quarter.
Out front, Macy looking inside. There's no one there. Now on the wing, Page back out front to Macy. Back to Page, three-point shot. That looks good. No good. And that is off Baker. Boy, we just haven't been close on anything from beyond the arc.
No, we haven't. It's just been ugly tonight. It's not been a pretty sight tonight, as the
that
Kelsey
layup all the way
there.
down is no good, and Kelsey Page comes out of there with a rebound for Minneapolis. Now Macy over to Amber Buckles. Back to Page. Drives in the paint, jump stop. Shot is off the rim, no good. And Baker with the good defense down there. Nice job on the defensive end. The shot is no good by Victoria, and Ashlyn Macy clears the board for Minneapolis. We have numbers now, 2-on-1. Baker on the backside, shots.
Yes, nice job, Riley Baker. We needed that one right there, Mike. Nice job by Riley. Great pass by Ashlyn.
Ashlyn with the rebound went coast to coast, and now a timeout by the Victoria coach as Minneapolis clawing back into this thing. 30-second timeout, just trailing by 3, and Victoria 40, Minneapolis 37.
Scott Studio in Minneapolis does all types of signs, from vehicle graphics, banners, racing, full color decals, retail signs, and much more. If you need a sign, here's your sign. Scott Studio, where quality is promised and price is always right. CNR Plating would like to take this time to thank their many friends and customers for making their business what it is today. Kevin also wants to wish Minneapolis Lions a great season. CNR Plating, happy to be a Minneapolis Lions backer. City Pharmacy has brought you quality professional pharmaceuticals since 1963. Joe and Amber Wool will help you with your medications, durable medical equipment, cosmetics, gifts, and greeting cards. Your hometown pharmacy, City Pharmacy, Minneapolis.
Possession arrow to Victoria here to start the fourth. No, excuse me, we're still third quarter. And minute 20 left in it. Victoria trying to attack this Minneapolis zone. Carlin, jump shot, no good. Front rim, and foul is called on
Minneapolis. No.
It's on Victoria. I just can't tell who. 24.
22.
Yes, just her first foul.
Fourth team foul. Ashland will bring it down.
Now Amber from the wing, shot, no good. The ball is loose on the floor. It's picked up by Carlin.
Now from up here we had a lot better viewpoint up here. First of all, she stepped on the out of bounds, and then she pushed off, and they called Kelsey with the foul. Now, granted, we are very biased, and we know that, but
we had a pretty good look at it.
We had a pretty good look at it from up here as well. Kelsey with her, oh my goodness, her fourth personal foul, and checking in will be Deja Martin.
Minneapolis in
Big
foul trouble here.
Deep foul trouble.
Shoemaker with 4, Page with 4, and numerous others with 3. Carlin, free throw. Rims in.
Jeez, oh Pete. They cannot do anything wrong hardly tonight. They've handled our press.
Carlin 7 for 7 from the free throw line, I believe. She's just deadly from there. Minute left in this third quarter. Second throw on its way. No good.
Thank you for jinxing her, Mike. I
tried.
Appreciate that.
Now Baker hands it off to Buckles. Back to Macy. Deja Martin in for Minneapolis. Back to Crossan. Somebody's going to have to hit a shot. Martin. Back to Buckles. I thought she got mugged.
And Ashland got mugged. Jeez, oh Pete. Baker needs to turn around and take that shot. Come on.
That goes off Amber Buckles, and it will be...
I'll agree with them, but I didn't like that.
Victoria. Victoria's
41-37. This is just absolutely ugly.
Carlin, now it's 2-on-1. Crossing. Oh, that was a walk.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter because they're not going to call it anyway.
Baker from the baseline, shot rimming off. That's tipped out of there by Crossan, I believe. 9.8 seconds left, third quarter. I kind of wish we would have ran the clock just a little bit to keep Victoria from trying to get a shot off. Stolen by Baker. Now Macy back to Baker, off to
Take
Martin.
it,
Shot.
Come on.
No good.
Put it up, put it up, put it up, put it up. Come on.
Baker with a last desperate shot as she raked the ball off the floor. It does not go in, and that's the way the third quarter will end. Minneapolis trailing by 6, 43-37. We'll be back with the fourth quarter here in just a minute.
Since 1887, the Bennington State Bank has been your trusted hometown bank for over 100 years. They've been interested in helping people achieve their financial goals. Hey, let them help you, the Bennington State Bank. Sorry about that, folks. The Bennington State Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. Trust is a word that is very important in this day and age, especially when it comes to insurance. The Davidson Agency in Delphos and Minneapolis has long been trusted to give you the best home, auto, farm, crop, life, and health insurance since 1982. Call Lyle Davidson at the Davidson Agency, your trusted choice. You would think if I was going to screw one up, it'd be the Davidson Agency one. So, the Minneapolis junior, senior, high school linebackers are proud to continue their long-term support of this broadcast of these Lions games. Join us as we support student activities and the teachers at MJHS. Go Lions, we're there with you all the way. Eagle Communication, home of BCTV, high-speed internet, 910 KNA, 99 KG, a proud sponsor of tonight's Minneapolis high school basketball.
Well, we're right there to start the fourth quarter. Minneapolis in search of some offense here. Page with the ball out front to Macy, skip pass to Gregg. Got the starters back in there. Coach Weatherman has to go with his starters. Now Shoemaker gets all the way to the basket, and a foul is called. I think it's on Getz. No, it's on 12, Carlin. Just her third. Shoemaker does get to the free throw line for 2 shots here.
Minneapolis did cut in their lead. They outscored them by 1.
Good.
In the third quarter, but trailing by 7. They're going to have to really cut into it in the fourth quarter.
This one could get it down to 4. Shoemaker's second one is good as the first, and Minneapolis still with the full court pressure. Not really able to, that was a walk right off the start, and we get a hand on that. It's tipped. Wassinger with it back out front as Victoria resets the offense. I'll get the camera there, I'm sorry. There we go. Now the entry pass to Carlin back out front. Long shot, not even going to be close. Air ball by the point guard. And that's a nice turnover for us, actually.
Wouldn't it be nice to start hitting from the outside, Mike?
We just light it up.
Wouldn't it just be great to start lighting some up from the outside and hitting some big buckets? They go inside to Mace, or to Shoemaker. Shoemaker gets a rebound, misses it, and she'll get fouled. Does she get fouled?
Well, they're going to give it to us. So someone from Victoria.
And fourth foul on number 15, Gagnon.
We play it in. Page will throw it in. You're right. It'd be nice just to hit 2 or 3 outside shots. Page shot is missing. Now Carlin on the move for Victoria. Has dribbled the ball up the court about every time. I think if we double teamed her a time or two. Now Getz way out front.
Now get on her. Yeah.
Carlin looking inside. Man-to-man defense here by Minneapolis. Wassinger. Victoria wanting to run some clock here. 6:40 left in this contest. Minneapolis down 4. Gregg with a good defense on the wing. Gagnon out on the wing. Everyone in foul trouble, and there we go.
Oh,
and when we get the turnover, we can't handle the ball. It goes out of bounds and right back to Victoria.
Yeah, that's the frustrating side, is you've got the turnover right there. 4-point deficit here. 6:22 left to go. 43-39.
All the way to the basket. Left-hand layup is good by McClellan. 45-39. Macy on the wing to Page. Back to Macy. Entry pass to Shoemaker.
There you go.
She's gone.
She's gone. Thank you. And
That's
that'll be their
Gagnon
17th
with the
foul.
reach-in foul. Yes, 17 foul. So fouls are evening up, and as we'd mentioned, Victoria a little bit more foul trouble than Minneapolis. Well, if you could say that, but they have key players in foul trouble as number 23 reports back in. That's Tholen. She has 4. Shoemaker's free throw is good. 5-point lead now for Victoria. .605 left in this contest. Shea Shoemaker's second throw on its way. It's good. You can tell why she won the free throw shooting competition. Oh.
Great job, Ashlyn Macy. Stepped right into that passing lane. She did knock it out of bounds, but great hustle by Ashlyn. And that sends a little psyche into the Victoria team.
It tells them Minneapolis is not done yet. Now it's 2-on-1. They have numbers. Bounce pass is intercepted.
And that's at the walk with it. My
Jump
goodness.
shot by Carlin is good, and it should have been a walk.
Yeah. When you roll around on the floor and your feet go in the air, that is a travel.
3-point
Ashlyn
shot.
Macy. Yes.
Good.
Thank you very much,
Macy.
Ashlyn Macy.
Hammers down the 3 ball finally. And there's the steal by Page. Shot is up and in.
Yes. Way to go, Kelsey Page. Just like that, the Lions cut it to within 1, and they do a great job right there. Nice job, Minneapolis.
It just takes a couple. McClellan on the back gets the ball on the wing to Tholen. There's another steal by Page, but she catches a little bit too much of the arm, and she's gone.
That's going to be 5. Darn it. Gosh, you hate to see that one.
47,
nice intensity
46.
by Kelsey. Great hustle. You just hate to see that one right there.
Created the turnover down here and got the easy bucket to get Minneapolis within 1, and Coach Weatherman is explaining to her how important she is to be on the floor instead on the bench. Watch your fouls. Free throw by Carlin. Good.
Yeah, she's, 7 of 8 from the free throw line.
7 of 8, and she's been deadly in the clutch. Now a 2-point lead by Victoria. Plenty of time left in this contest for Minneapolis. And free throw is no good. Crossan claims the board off to Shoemaker, off to Macy. Back to Shoemaker, looks at a 3, looks good.
Yes! Nice job, Shea Shoemaker. She drains one from the outside. Minneapolis has their first lead since early in the second quarter. Nice job, Shea Shoemaker, to hit a big 3.
I didn't think this point would ever come.
I didn't either, Mike. And what is nerve-wracking is the fact that we have Kylie Gregg and Shea Shoemaker with 4 fouls, and Kelsey's on the bench already.
Yeah, we're still not off the hook on this deal, because Shoemaker, if she would foul out and Gregg, all of a sudden, we looked at trying to find some offense with those guys on the bench at the end of the third quarter, and it's a little nerving.
Shea is going to have to play smart. So's Kylie, as both of those girls are just going to have to play extremely smart down the stretch here. 5:06 left to go in the ball game. Lions have a lead here, 49-48.
Victoria throwing it in. Carlin, she has been able to do that quite often for some reason. Now they get it all the way in. They get it to the middle. Carlin's able to dribble right through 2 defenders. It seems like every time. Now crossing jump shot. She's fouled.
Yes. Nice job. Is that Carlin?
That's Carlin.
And how many is that on Carlin?
That's 4, I believe.
3. 4th. Yay.
Carlene.
Carlene. We've been butchering that all night. So.
Yeah. 4th foul. Crossing at the free throw line to shoot 2.
Nope.
Rimming off. Missing the first one. 1-point lead by Victoria, and a chance here to even it at 50 all. 4:49 left, fourth quarter. Now, that one didn't look good at all.
No.
Carlin, long pass down court. Minneapolis man-to-man.
Oh, wow. Nice move by Carlin.
Baseline shot, no good, and Baker with the rebound and the kick out of bounds by Tholen. But it will be Minneapolis ball. 4:30 left, fourth quarter. Minneapolis down 1. Baker to play it in for Minneapolis. Macy off to Gregg.
Come on,
looks
Gregg.
at a three.
Come on, come on.
Gets with a big board for the Lady Knights. Now McClellan with the ball out on top. Tholen on the wing. Looking inside, Getz is there. Back to Tholen, long shot, rimming off. Boy, they're over the back, but Gregg comes out of there with a big rebound from Minneapolis. I thought Crossan had position. They were over the back, tipping the ball away. Now Shoemaker right on the three-point line, rimming off. Carlin, she's going to be tired tonight.
Yeah, she is.
On the wing, Tholen, shot no good. And
Putback's no good. Rebound by Shoemaker.
Carleen, I should say. Now we have numbers. If Shoemaker hurries, she does.
And she was hit from behind, no call.
Loose ball, Carlin picks it up. Now they have numbers. She stops and pops. Well, no.
Nice job,
Crossan.
J.C. Crossan. Minneapolis got some numbers here. Good job, Riley Baker. Oh, wow.
Hacked by McClellan.
Nice job, Riley Baker.
A nice pass by Shoemaker. Had court vision to see Baker on the other side streaking to the basket. And Riley Baker's going to play a big role in this game down the stretch, whether she knows it or not. 3:11 or 3:17 left in this contest. Baker to shoot 2 here. That's just the second foul on McClellan.
This Victoria team, both teams winded, but Victoria looks like they're really grasping for air here.
First one on its way, no good.
And we cannot get a free throw to fall right now, Mike. As Victoria gets a couple new players in, as they will sit down.
Lang and Hooser comes in. It's pronounced the same way with the guy I work with, Ken Hooser. Free throw, no good. And Carlin with a big rebound will bring the ball up court for the Lady Knights.
Carlin, an extremely good ball player. Three-point shot. Oh, my goodness. Nice rebound, Kylie Gregg. And, oh, my goodness.
She loses it. Carlin jump shot, good. Gregg throws the ball away. They reach in to grab it, and she's tied up. Shoemaker, three-pointer, no good. She's out of bounds.
There you go.
That'll be Minneapolis ball to play in under her own bucket. Down 3, Minneapolis.
2:47 left to go in the ball game.
Needs a good look right here. Crossan out front to Macy. Set play for Shoemaker. Three-point shot on its way. Rimming off. Baker had it. Now Gregg. Jump shot. Good.
Yes, nice job, Kylie Gregg. Needed that by Kylie in there in the paint.
A 6-foot fadeaway jump shot in the paint. Kylie Gregg gets us within 1. Crossover dribble by Carlin. Now Tholen on the other side. Shot is up and in by Lang. And it's back to a 3-point lead for Victoria. Macy on the wing, into Crossan, turnaround jump shot, no good. Wassinger right around the defense, all the way in, it's good. That's killed us.
She has.
The Wassinger girl has just killed us.
Minute 59 left.
Full timeout called by, looks like, Victoria. So we'll take 1, 2. Minneapolis down 5. As Scott mentioned, all of a sudden, Minneapolis within 3, but couldn't get it any closer. Well, we were in the lead by 1. And Victoria, to their credit, has fought back and has killed us on the fast break.
They have.
We'll be back with the final 2 minutes in just a minute.
The State Bank of Delphus and the Ottawa County Bank in Minneapolis are locally owned community banks which offers traditional accounts such as checking, savings, certificates of deposit, IRAs, and loans, online banking, but most important, they're committed to making your banking experience as easy and personal as possible. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. There's nothing more important than our children. That's exactly why the Lions Den was established in Minneapolis, so that they could get together in a clean and healthy environment to have fun. It's a great place to party, the Lions Den, downtown Minneapolis. At Robertson Monuments, they believe that community is everything. Minneapolis is a great town to live in, and Robertson Monuments is happy to be a part of the community. Robertson Monuments, a Minneapolis Lions sports booster. Try to make as many games as you can. Welcome back to Hoisington, the Cardinal Winter Jam here, as Lions trailing by 5, minute 59 left to go. They have the ball, but really Victoria has come out to play and has played extremely well.
Shea Shoemaker with the ball out on top. Macy back to Shoemaker. Three-point shot on its way. It's short. Baker tries to save it, and to no avail. It goes out of bounds. A good look there, but the shot was just off the mark to a point. It went out of bounds, and Victoria will play it in. McClellan off to Carlin. You know, if we could guard her, I think we'd be all right, and we do, finally. And Crossan pulls down the loose ball in the backcourt. Macy. Shot is blocked.
How is that not?
And Baker with the reach-in foul. As
send a complaint to the Kansas Coaches Association.
Macy has her shot partially blocked and gets. No, McClellan is right there to pick it up. Baker with the reach-in foul. It's her second, 9th team foul. As McClellan will go to the free throw line to shoot 1-1. Roar back in. She's been sitting with 4 fouls, so might be too late to get a few more of them knocked out. Free throw on its way, no good. Shoemaker with the rebound for Minneapolis. 3-point shot. Oh, I thought she was going to take that. Buckles on the wing out front to Shoemaker. Steps inside, jump shot, good. Shea Shoemaker with a nice spin move from the elbow. Hammers down the 14-footer.
Nice job.
Off to Baker. She's fouled.
Nice job by J.C. Crossan right there to step in the passing lane and grab that one and come down with it. Come on, Riley. We need these. As Riley will go to the line. She missed her first 2 attempts early in the fourth quarter. She'll have a couple more here.
56-53. Baker at the free throw line. This will be a 2-shot foul. Victoria over the limit anyway. It's going to be 2 shots.
They don't have a number 2, so. They got a player that fouled out.
She's gone.
So who was it?
They call it on 12.
Carlin.
Boy, that's big.
Huge. That is huge, Mike, because that is their ball handler. That's their shooter. The other one's Wassinger.
That's everything.
That is huge.
Still have Getz inside. Baker's first free throw, no good.
No.
She hadn't been close.
No. 3-point deficit here.
We need at least this one here to get it to within 2. But Riley Baker, free throw. No good.
Oh, yes!
The thievery, Shoemaker.
And the put down. Nice job, Shea Shoemaker. Wow.
She just flat took the ball away. The left-hand scoop shot went awry. She got her own rebound, and the stick back goes in. And one as she goes to the free throw line. See if we can tie this thing up. Full timeout called by Victoria, and we'll take one too. Minneapolis trailing by 1. 1 minute left in this contest. If you're searching for the right insurance to fit your needs, look no further. American Family Insurance has been providing security and peace of mind for more than 80 years because they want to protect what matters most. Call Scott Osherman in Minneapolis, your American Family Insurance agent. Your Minneapolis hometown hardware is always there when you need an appliance, paint, tools. Well, truthfully, the list goes on and on and on. So the next time you need something, almost anything, go to the hometown hardware Minneapolis. I know they've got it. State Bank of Delphus, the Otto County Bank in Minneapolis, are locally owned community banks which offer traditional accounts such as checking, savings, certificates of deposit, IRAs, and loans, online banking, but most important, they're committed to making your banking experience as easy and personal as possible. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Well, Scott.
Thank you, Mike.
This is exciting. It hadn't been pretty.
It hasn't been pretty, but it is exciting, and we fought back into this, and Shea Shoemaker will be at the line to try to tie this thing.
And you mentioned, with Carlin out and our full court pressure, that goes in, shooter's roll. I don't know who's going to bring the ball up. Yeah, we pull back for some reason. I thought we would probably get after him a little bit. Gets guarded by Steinbrock back out front. Long shot, no good. Gets over the back, no good. Wassinger's shot's no good. Steinbrock.
Nice job, Steinbrock, and the foul. Great job by Allie Steinbrock. That's the foul on number 21, and that is Getz.
She's gone.
And I think she's gone too. So
Getz with the reach-in foul over the shoulder of Allie Steinbrock, and Victoria's two best players are sitting.
Well, I'm gonna tell you
Wassinger's
pretty strong too. Allie Steinbrock will go to the line to shoot two here, as we're in the double bonus.
Over the limit, Victoria will substitute deep into their bench now as Minneapolis, Allie Steinbrock with a chance to give Minneapolis a lead here. Two shots, first one.
Yes,
nothing
nice
but net.
one.
Whew. And I think Coach Weatherman's going to take a quick 30-second timeout here. He wants to set the defense, and I think he's seeing the same thing I am. With Carlin on the bench, he might put a little more pressure on him.
Pressure on him. I think I would too. I don't know what he's thinking here. I know you got Shea out there with 4 fouls, and you've got Kylie with 4 fouls, but I still think I'd put a little pressure on him.
Yeah. The ball handler is sitting on the bench. Carlin did the majority of the ball handling for Victoria, so I think it would be an opportune time to maybe put a little token pressure, see if we can get a quick turnover and get the possession back to us. Minneapolis with a 1-point lead. 30-second timeout. It looks like it went to a full. We'll take a quick one too, and we'll be back after this message.
The Hair Stylum, the newest and most modern hair salon in Minneapolis, will style your hair to give you that look you've always dreamed of, or you might just want a haircut. The Hair Stylum will do that too. Lynn and Brandon welcomes new customers, 392-4555.
Well, the freshman's going to be at the free throw line. Ice water in her veins on the first one. Hammers down the first one to give Minneapolis a 1-point lead. Allie Steinbrock back to the line for the second one. And we'll see what Coach Weatherman has in store for the Victoria team after Allie swishes this one. Second throw on its way. 40 seconds left in this contest. Rimming off. And McClellan with the left-hand dribble brings it up for Victoria. In the corner, Wassinger out front. Dribble. Nope. Oh.
Yes, nice job, Lady Lions. And that one was not even a pressure turnover.
Unforced error.
Oh, my goodness.
A full timeout is going to be taken by Coach Weatherman, and we'll take one too. 27 seconds left in this game. An unforced turnover, and Victoria loses the ball out of bounds. It will be Minneapolis ball when we come back.
Bennett Autoplex supports the Minneapolis Lions. At Bennett Autoplex, you'll find a small-town family atmosphere with great prices on new and used cars, new vehicles including Pontiacs, GMC, Buicks, and Jeep, serving their customers since 1957. Bennett Autoplex. Minneapolis is a dynamic and growing community. The Minneapolis Chamber of Commerce supports the Minneapolis High School Lions. Sports programming is just a small part of what they do. Be a chamber member, come for a visit, stay for a lifetime. I'll tell you, Mike, this has been a one heck of a.
I call this a gut-wrenching affair.
This
it
is one of those
been
that
pretty at all.
If Yoxel comes over and checks my blood pressure, it wouldn't be pretty right now. So.
Well, the girls haven't given up, and they haven't given up on any game all year long. It hasn't been easy for them on this game with Victoria. Victoria, just pretty pesky team, and they're going to apply the full court pressure now as Minneapolis will play it in. Three-quarter court, and I hope he set up a nice little play here as we play it in to Shoemaker. She's fouled.
And she's fouled. Nice job. That sends Shea to the line. So
I'm glad they called the foul there, Scott, because
yeah,
they could have easily
called a walk.
just called a tie up there, and Shoemaker will go to the free throw line. 2-shot foul here for Shoemaker, the free throw shooting champ here at the midseason tournament at Hoisington. And she's proved herself to be that here today, as she's been fairly consistent from the free throw line. That one's good also. Big basket right there gives Minneapolis a 2-point lead. Now Victoria can only, and there's the second one. Now it's going to take a 3-pointer for them to beat us. So Coach Weatherman is going to set the defense, make sure that doesn't happen.
Walsinger's one you got to watch. Walsinger, she had two 3-pointers in the first half. First quarter, I should say. That's first half. It's first half. So
anyone's capable of throwing one up, as you well know. So I'm sure he'll have everyone out around the arc.
It's fast, it's furious, it's fun. It's the Minneapolis Raceway. Minneapolis Raceway has brought you exciting races to central Kansas and will continue this tradition. This fast track will give you and your family some of the most exciting races ever seen. Go Lions. Scott Studio in Minneapolis does all types of signs, from vehicle graphics, banners, racing, full-color decals, retail signs, and much more. If you need a sign, here's your sign. Scott Studio, where quality is promised and the price is always right. Welcome back here to the Hoisington Cardinal Midwinter Classic. Lions up by 3, 26.2 seconds left. Up by 3, 59-56.
Minneapolis is putting 60 points on the board again and leading this game, but it hadn't been easy. It's been a hard-fought, well-deserved victory. If we can keep Victoria from
Ashland almost gets a steal right there. That would have been huge right there.
Well, they work the ball. Wassinger has it. McClellan now back to Wassinger. They're running out of time. 10 seconds left.
Yes!
Wassinger takes the shot, but it's air ball.
Air ball out of bounds.
Now we need to throw one deep. They're going to come up and guard full court. Pressure now by Victoria. We get it into Macy. 5 seconds left. She dribbles around. We don't have to clear the timeline.
Oh, my goodness, Mike. I don't believe we came away with that one. Jeez.
Well, it's a well-deserved, hard-fought victory for Minneapolis, but I don't know how we got there.
I don't know how we got there either, but oh, my gosh. What a victory for this young squad. And that was huge. Absolutely huge. Down the stretch, Shea Shoemaker played the entire fourth quarter with four fouls and played with intensity.
Yep.
So,
sometimes you got to win them that way, and it's very surprising to watch this game and the outcome. A third-place finish here in the tournament. The Minneapolis Lady Lions will take home the hardware, whether it's a trophy and a medal or both. Minneapolis, hard-fought victory here today.
Yeah, it absolutely, and it's just tremendous to see these girls come away with a victory. Just so excited for them. Just really excited. I'm going to let you do a couple real quick stats, and commercials, and I will get some stats for us.
As the girls walk off the floor, it's been, needless to say, a very gut-wrenching game, but really exciting game. They come alive when they had to and put away the pesky Victoria Lady Knights late in this contest. Took a 1-point lead, and then Victoria came back to go up by 4, but Minneapolis was not to be denied here today and end up winning. And we'll be back after these messages. Scott Studio in Minneapolis does all types of signs from vehicle graphics, banners, racing, full color details, retail signs, and more. If you need a sign, here's your sign. Scott Studio, where quality is promised and price is always right. CNR Plating would like to take this time to thank their many friends and customers for making their business what it is today. Kevin also wants to wish the Minneapolis Lions a great success. CNR Plating, happy to be Minneapolis Lions backer. City Pharmacy has brought you quality professional pharmaceuticals since 1963. Joe and Amber Wool will help you with your medications, durable medical equipment, cosmetics, gifts, and greeting cards. Your hometown pharmacy City Pharmacy, downtown Minneapolis. You know, the racetrack's getting ready, and it's going to be a fun thing. They're a big backer of the Linebackers, and one of our big linebackers, racetrack out here. Terry's got the track looking good, and they're getting ready for, I know what they're anticipating, a very, very fun season out there at Minneapolis Raceway track. Minneapolis' dynamic and growing community, Minneapolis Chamber of Commerce. Support of Minneapolis High School Alliance sports programming is just a small part of what they do, and be a chamber member. Come and visit, stay for a lifetime.
Well, welcome back, folks, as the Minneapolis Lady Lions, wow, Mike, come away with I don't know really how to explain this. I'm not going to say they didn't deserve to win, but they played pretty lackadaisically, and then finally in the fourth quarter, into the third quarter, fourth quarter, they really started to come alive, and they hit some big shots. And I think when they finally hit those 2 3-pointers, Ashlyn Macy hit the first one, Shay Shoemaker hit the second one. When they hit those 2 3-pointers, Kelsey Page got a steal.
That big steal,
and then the putback.
Yeah.
And I think that was it right there. We got a 1-point lead at that time. And then they came back. They got up by 4 again, but we fought right back into this.
It's a 45-second increment in there where you hit the 2 threes and got the steal and got the putback that just turned the game completely around. We were down by 5, and all of a sudden we were ahead by 3. So, you know, it was a good effort on the defensive end, and that's where it starts. It creates good things for you on the offensive end, but Scott and I looked at each other, and all of a sudden we were up by a point, but we didn't know how we got there because it just was not a very it was ugly, to say the least. A lot of fouls. Both teams, Victoria fouled out 2, we fouled out 1, and everyone else had plenty to give. 4 fouls still as Shoemaker played the fourth quarter with 4, along with Kylie Gregg.
You know, we'll give some more stats here in a minute, but run down it real quick. 29 points by Shay Shoemaker.
You know, that's just to look at her out there. She looked anemic, and she looked hurt.
Yeah.
She limped around. She held her side, and she held her back. She hit the floor, slow to get up. Spent the better part of a quarter on the bench in foul trouble, and still scored a quiet 29.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, exactly. Kylie Gregg with 10 points. Kelsey Page, a rough night for Kelsey, only 8 points. Kind of an unusual performance by Kelsey tonight. Sat on the bench quite a bit of the fourth quarter. Had some good plays, had some good sparks. Just didn't have her shot tonight from the outside.
You know, none of the girls really shot the ball well from the outside. We finally got a couple of long ones to go in late in the fourth quarter as Macy hit a big 3 and Shoemaker hit a big 3. But other than that, Scott, you mentioned, you know, our outside shooting was real poor.
Yeah. Allie Steinbrock with 5, 4 points by Riley Baker, 3 by Ashlyn Macy. Now the interesting stat I want to get to. 23 of 36 from the free throw line. Okay.
For Minneapolis?
For Minneapolis. 23 of 36 from the free throw line. Let me get to some good though here. Kylie Gregg, 6 of 8. Shay Shoemaker, 11 of 12. Allie Steinbrock, 5 of 6. You look at that, and you look down that, and then some of our misses came by some of our younger girls that. Granted, we're all young, but just
you know, the free throws you just mentioned, Scott, those were the game winners.
Yeah.
All of those right there. You know, Steinbrock's at the end were huge. You know, to tie and put us up by 1.
Shay was perfect from the line from the fourth quarter. 7 of 7 from the line in the fourth quarter.
Now that's the calling card of a good team, is to hit those free throws late in the game, and Minneapolis did it tonight. Steinbrock and Shoemaker and Gregg all contributing from the free throw line.
Yeah, just a very, very impressive performance by the Lions tonight. They they struggled in some areas, but they came right back and they fought hard. And it looks like Coach Weatherman is coming our way, and I've already got it plugged in. I don't have the mic on, so. But still, it'll be interesting what Coach has to say. But just a gutsy performance by the ladies tonight. So, and Coach Weatherman joins us up here as our headset's kind of falling apart there. Coach Weatherman, first of all, thank you very much. Congratulations on the victory.
Thank you.
Yoxel's coming by to check your blood pressure, my blood pressure, and Mike's here in a second. So, because I know mine's probably out of sight at this point.
Yeah, that was an exciting basketball game. Every time you felt like we had a little bit of momentum, we were getting back in the game, we'd make a couple mistakes, and they would pull that thing back out to 7 or 8, and not there till the end where Shay finally hit that three-pointer, kind of gave us a little bit of momentum. Then she stole the ball right underneath the basket, and that was a big play, get the three-point play.
Yeah, and especially because at that point, Carlin fouls out.
Yeah.
Carlin fouls out on that one, and that I thought was a huge one right there because Carlin.
She's kind of their go-to.
Yeah, 24 points for Carlin tonight. And, yeah, that was a big play right there. And Mike and I were talking about how stinking physical this ball game was.
I told Coach Bland at halftime, I said, this isn't really even basketball. I thought the officials really let it get out of control.
Yeah.
And I felt like our girls fell right into it. We got knocked to the floor probably 3 or 4 times, no calls, and then we got frustrated. And then we start making stupid fouls and trying to do things that we shouldn't be doing. And then at that point, they get on a run there. I don't know how many free throws they had the first half, but, I don't think they missed any of them. I think they had 12 or 14 free throws basically almost all in the second quarter. And that that allows them to pull out to a lead there.
They had 10 free throws, but Carlin was perfect from the line until the fourth quarter when she missed 1.
Okay.
But, yeah, you're right. They hit some big three-pointers. I thought in the second quarter when they had 10 fouls, we only had 4. I thought, man, we're sitting good. And then all of a sudden.
The officials, felt like they just really changed the way they were calling the game.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I don't know if their coach said something to the officials that changed that. Right before the first quarter is over, Kelsey has a nice block out. Girl goes completely over her back, knocks her down, and there was no call. It just very, very inconsistent officiating, I felt like, and very physical. Of course, you guys probably saw the
Kylie Gregg.
The screen set down here, and
the moving screen.
It doesn't get any more blatant than that. So
well, I told Mike, I said my second grade basketball team this morning got called on a moving screen, and they couldn't call it today.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, okay, now what are we teaching these kids? So I'm sorry.
No, that's okay.
Off track there.
I guess the thing with the girls today is, playing 2 nights in a row is always tough, and it was a physical game. They kind of, like I said, we never really got into any kind of tempo, and we did not shoot the ball well tonight. And that's a little bit of us getting frustrated and just not being patient on offense. We got to be a little bit more patient on offense and run some offense. I don't know how many three-pointers we shot and missed before Ashlyn finally knocked that first one down, but we don't want to settle on taking that many three-pointers on a nightly basis. I mean, if they're falling, that's great, but that's a pretty low percentage shot most of the time.
Yeah. Well, Ashlyn didn't have a real good shooting night against Quivira Heights the other night, and to see her out here on the wing, she had a real good look, squared up, and I was so glad she took that shot because it's exactly what we needed, and to see her knock it down. You got to be smiling. Your freshman point guard's willing to go ahead and take that shot.
Yeah, exactly. I think, an ugly win. I told the girls a win's a win's a win. And I think maybe we needed a game like this. We had to fight, because we either won big, or we've lost. And for us to have to come from behind and play the way we did and pull this thing out, I think probably will do us better in the long run than us, winning by 15 points or, we don't want to get beat. But this is a win that, we had to fight for, and we haven't had to fight for one of our wins really. We've pretty much just controlled the game every time we have won the game.
Yeah. I mentioned a couple things. overall 23 of 36 from the free throw line. Not the best free throw shooting night for the Lions, but there's a big but in there because Kylie Gregg was 6 of 8, Shea was 11 of 12, Allie was 5 of 6.
Yeah.
And you look, Shea was 7 of 7 in the fourth quarter from the free throw line.
You know, I get, you know, she wins that free throw contest, and they wanted to give her that plaque before the game. I said, I sure hope you're not jinxing her. But yeah, she stepped up, and Allie, you know, with the game tied, stepped up, hit that big free throw. You know, we started, you know, Allie didn't start tonight, and I felt like that, you know, her hitting that free throw, coming off the bench tonight, a little bit different role, and you know that was a positive for her. You know, that's good for her. You know, playing that different role and keeping her head in the game and making a positive out of that.
The girls didn't quit. That's the thing. They didn't have 4 complete quarters of basketball, but they didn't quit.
No.
And that's a great testament to you and also to your assistant coach as far as keeping them mentally prepared and keeping them into it, but also just the girls, the fact that they weren't going to quit down the stretch, and that's exciting.
Yeah, one thing I've heard over and over and over again about, especially, you know, the freshmen they've come up from the junior high is, you know, about that will to win. They have that will to win, and that they never do quit, you know, and I think you saw that tonight, you know. I don't think at any time during this game that they thought they were going to lose this game, even when we were down. You know, we saw it last night. We made the big rush to get back in the game. I don't think that even with 2 minutes to go in the game last night, when we had to start fouling, that they thought they were going to lose that game either. And I think they thought they were going to pull that out.
Well, Scott and I, at the end of this game, all of a sudden we were ahead by 1. We looked at each other and wondered how we got here. It had been a long game, and we just grinded out. But the defense at the perfect time, we hit a bucket, we get a steal, we hit another bucket. In a course of about 35, 40 seconds, you've gone from 5 behind to 2 ahead, and then we hit our free throws down the stretch, and
that's big.
You know, you just grind it out.
Yeah, you know, I don't know what to say, but you know, about that last minute. I mean, Coach Bland looked at me. It was about 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. So she said, "It is still the third quarter." I mean, that game just lasted forever, you know.
Compared to last night's.
Yeah.
That was done within, you know. But the other thing I noticed that I felt like physically we were really in a lot better shape than they were. They were really towards the end. You could tell
they got tired.
They got tired.
One thing the girls will tell you that we do run a lot of sprints in practice. We if we're going to get up and down the court the way we'd like to, and we weren't able to do that as much tonight. But if we're going to play that style of basketball, you're going to have to be in great shape, and I think you saw a little bit of that tonight, and they've bought into it because, you know, they don't take sprints off in practice either. We run 30 to 40 sprints almost every night, and you know, they don't slack off or anything. They know that that is part of what's going to, you know, make us successful, and you know, they do a good job with that.
Any certain thought when Allie made the first free throw there and you call a timeout and bring your team over to the bench? What are you telling them at a point like that? We just, went up by 1? Or she tie it right there?
She went up by 1, and then it basically, you know, the way they were shooting free throws, just don't pick up a silly foul. You know, there's going to be certain fouls that are uncontrollable, but we had a lot of fouls that were unnecessary tonight too. You know,
frustration fouls.
Yeah, frustration fouls, and just be smart. Keep them off the line. If they're gonna hit a 15, 16-foot jump shot with a hand in their face, so be it. We had a timeout left. We'll get the ball. We'll set something up for us on offense. But you know, be smart. Play good defense and block out. Don't give them a second chance at the basket right underneath the, you know, on an offensive putback. So.
And Shea played a fourth quarter with 4 fouls and played aggressive.
Yeah.
And was smart thinking on that. And you know, and poor Kelsey. Kelsey had a couple of those frustration fouls.
She did.
Had a couple ticky-tack fouls, and then at the end, she.
Yeah, the 2 of those